Hello students, welcome to Summer 1. This is Dr. Mercado speaking. This is going to be a short orientation for my Summer 1 classes. I am teaching two classes in Summer 1. That's Accounting 1303 and 1329. Okay. Now this course orientation is going to serve three purposes. First of all, it's to know a little bit about myself. Second of all is to become familiar with Blackboard. And third of all, become familiar with Cengage. Those are the things that we're going to be using in my course. Blackboard is required, and Cengage is what I use as the learning platform for my accounting courses. Okay. So, like I stated, I am teaching two classes Summer 1. I've got Accounting 1303 VO1, that is Introduction to Accounting 1. And I also have Accounting 1329 VO2, that's Payroll and Business Tax Accounting. Now, we need to be very aware that this is a summer class that we're covering in about 4.5 weeks, what we usually cover in 16 weeks. So yes, it's going to be a lot of work. I am not going to water it down for you, okay? So I hope that all of you have figured out your time schedule and are able to fit in all of your work activities and your school activities within the within the daily schedule. That way you're able to meet your deadlines, okay? So this is the courses that I teach are asynchronous courses, which basically mean that you don't have to log in at a specific time. What I do is I record lectures, I provide you with the assignments, and I upload everything into Blackboard. You as a student go in there, and whenever you have time, you work on your assignments, okay? There is no meeting time for the class. You're kind of like on your own. You work on it on your own. And of course, if you have any questions, concerns, I am here to assist you. But we do not, meet on specific days or times. And that is very convenient because it allows for flexibility. Students can engage in their courses whenever they want or however they want. And I know, it's very difficult to get all of the students in the same schedule, especially with this online environment because they work, they have kids, they have sick parents, or whatever the case might be. So the asynchronous style allows us the flexibility to be able to everybody accommodate their daily life schedule to their school schedule. Now, some cons against using asynchronous courses is sometimes students feel that they're on their own, okay? I don't want you to feel like that. Not because we are not meeting means that you're on your own. You can still establish study groups, create, get to know your classmates, say, what, if can we create a study group if we need help, help each other out. If you have any questions, I'm always available and willing to help. So I don't ever want you to feel that you're on your own. It's just the more I would say the best approach that I found that way to meet everybody's needs. I don't want to force students to be logged in my class at 7 p.m. at night or at 8 in the morning when they have work or they have kids they need to tend to. So this method allows me just to, this is what you have to do. You're all are adults. I've uploaded all of the lectures that you all need to listen to. That way I can help you complete your assignments. And if you have questions, then you get with me one-on-one. And like I said, I'm always pushing for students to create study groups to help each other out. I'm all for that. Collaborating with each other, but on your own terms and schedule. Okay, I don't want to impose anything on you. Okay. Now, this orientation is going to cover Blackboard and Cengage, like I mentioned. The Blackboard layout, regardless of the class that you're taking, all of my classes have the same layout. The Start Here module, where to find your course content, messages, announcements, and the gradebook, okay? On Cengage, what is Cengage, how to create your account in Cengage, how to access Cengage, your assignments, your gradebook, and your resources in Cengage, okay? Please make sure that you do listen to the orientation in full. I have students, sometimes it does become a little bit long, but all of the information that I provide is super important. So, later on in the semester, students say, well, I didn't know that. Well, I did cover that in the orientation. So you should have listened to my orientation. So it's very important that you listen to the orientation in full. Okay. So for all of you that don't know me, because of course we've been in a remote environment for over a year now. This is me. This is a picture of myself. I've been a full-time instructor here at South Texas College since fall of 2014. Just like you all, I started my educational endeavors here at STC. Back in 2001, I obtained my accounting clerk certificate. Then in 2004, I got my Associate of Arts in Business Administration from STC as well. Then I transferred to UT Pan American. Now it's UTRGV, but back in the day it was University of Texas Pan American. And in 2006, I finished with my bachelor's in accounting. Um, during all of this time that I'm going to school, I have to work. Okay, I worked at HEB. I worked at a maquiladora. After I got my associates, I was working in a maquiladora in McAllen. I was commuting to Reynosa. After I got my associates, I got a job in banking, and I loved banking. And then I made my career in banking. During all of this time that I'm going to school, just like most of you, I do have to balance working, going to school, and having my kids. Okay, I have 4 kids. So I know how you all feel sometimes being stressed. It's normal. Just don't give up. Okay. So while I was going to work, while I was working, after 2006 I got a short break, and then I decided to go back, and I took my master's very slowly because I had a lot of job responsibilities. So I was working at a bank. I was a senior accountant. I was overseeing or supervising a large department. Then I became a vice president. So I had a lot of responsibilities. So I took my master's very slow. But you know what? In 2013, I finally graduated with my Master's of Accountancy from the University of Texas Pan American. Then I had some issues in my personal life. My work job was very demanding. I was working 60, 70 hours a week. And I just wanted a change in career, and I decided to become an instructor, okay, an accounting instructor. When I joined South Texas College in 2014, after teaching, I decided, you know what, I'm going to go back to school. So I decided to go back to school maybe in 2015, late 2000. I was in 2016 that I started school again. So I decided to go back to school to work on my doctor's. Okay. And finally, in November of 2020, I completed my doctor's of philosophy in business administration with specialization in organizational leadership. Okay. So as you see, I've had to go through the same struggles as most of you. It is not impossible. We can do it. The key here is perseverance. You don't give up. You know what? Maybe one semester you can only take one class. That's fine. One is better than zero. Okay. You take it a day at a time, and by the time you know it, you are going to graduate. Okay. The key is never to give up. Okay. I've got over 13 years of experience in banking with emphasis in accounting and operations. I love banking, and I hope to one day, in the near future, maybe return back to banking. I love it a lot. So I do have industry experience. I have worked out there. I have supervised people. I have ran an entire accounting department for a $2.3 billion bank. So I'm not just one of those professors that just went to school. I can relate. I've fired people. I've had to train people. So I'm versed in the workforce. And I hope I can share some of my knowledge with you. Okay. Now, weekly tasks. Okay, I'm giving you a syllabus. It is super important that you print out your syllabus. You create a folder for my class. That way you have everything handy. Okay. Organizing your time is critical. Okay. Every week you have quite a bit of assignments. So it's up to you to figure out, what am I going to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay. That way you get everything done. Okay. Don't leave everything for Sunday because you're not going to get it done. Okay. It's very important that you do not skip for reading your chapters. Okay. I know students do not like to read. I don't like to read very much myself. Okay. But we have to read. Okay, it is required that you read before you begin any of your assignments. That way you have a general understanding of the content that is being covered. Now, Cengage allows us to have a reader. So if you don't like to read, maybe English is not your strong language, there is a reader that reads to you. Okay, as long as you listen or you read yourself, that is important. I provide PowerPoints. Please download those PowerPoints. You can utilize those PowerPoints to take notes. I provide lectures. I record myself. My lectures are more problem solving based, not so much of the content. That way I provide guidance on how to solve some of your homework problems. Okay. Once you've read the chapter, reviewed your PowerPoints, reviewed the lectures, then you begin working on your assignments. Okay. Please do not fall behind. If there's any kind of an emergency that's limiting you or prohibiting you from completing your assignments timely, please contact me immediately. That way I know, okay, there's something going on. It's just not that they don't want to complete it. And that way we can work something out, okay? On a student by student, case by case basis, okay? Communication is the key, okay? I don't want you coming on finals week and tell me, well, miss, on week number 1, I didn't complete all of these assignments because I was sick. Well, why didn't you get with me week number 1 or week number 2? Why are you getting with me the last day of the semester, okay? I will not allow you to make up assignments the last day of the semester. You need to communicate when the situation occurs. That way we can work out things immediately. You can have enough time to complete your assignments, okay? At any point in time, if you have any questions about anything, you need to reach me. I'm very flexible, very available. The best way to communicate with me is through Blackboard messages. That way all of the communications stay within the course. I have online office hours Monday through Thursday from 9 to 10 a.m. in the morning or by appointment. You know what? You can't make it at 9 to 10. You can make it at 3 p.m. You let me know, hey, miss, on Tuesday, can we talk at 3 p.m.? We'll set up a schedule. I'll put you on my calendar and we figure something out, okay? I'm very flexible and I'm very available for my students. Please, I can't stress it enough to stay organized, meet your deadlines. I usually do not grant extensions on work assignments. I'm very strict on my deadlines because I want all of my students to have the same opportunities. But like I said, I know things happen. I know your kids get sick. I know you get sick. Your parents get sick. You may be involved in a car accident. Maybe you are working and they send you to a conference. Whatever the case might be, just communicate with me and we will work something out, okay? But don't make it a habit. Well, miss, I had work and I could not complete my assignments. That is not a valid excuse. You knew when my assignments were due, so you should have planned around that time, okay? So it's just a matter of being very organized, okay? So that is basically the overview for myself. Now I'm going to transition to Blackboard where we're going to be learning or figuring out the layout for my Blackboard courses as well as Cengage, okay? I am looking forward to an awesome summer 1. Even though, we do have those COVID shots out there, please stay safe. Please continue to wear your mask if needed, in crowded places. We still cannot let our guard down. So please just stay safe. So let me go ahead and exit here. Let me close this out and let me open Blackboard, okay? So I'm teaching 3 classes in the summer. Now I've got 2 classes summer 1. I've got Introduction to Accounting 1 and Payroll and Business Tax Accounting. It doesn't matter what class I go into. They're laid out basically the same and I'll show you in a bit, okay? So what happens is the first thing you see is information about myself, okay? You've got my office information. Now I'm working during the summer from home, so I will not be in my office. I just put that out there because that is where I'm officed at. I'm office from Stark County campus. I've got my office telephone. Okay, I'm not going to pick up my phone because I'm not in my office. So because I'm not in my office, I did give you my mobile number, okay? So you can call or you can text. Just be very, what's the correct word? Be courteous of my time. If you have a question at midnight, don't call me because I'm probably asleep, okay? So I would limit the call and the text, until 5 p.m. in the afternoon. Anything past 5, send me a text, send me a Blackboard message, an email, and I will get with you the following day, okay? So I did provide that kind of like on an emergency basis. I do want you to be able to contact me, but don't be calling me in the middle of the night because I've had students at 2 in the morning, hey, miss, I'm working on my homework. Well, I was asleep, okay? So just be very courteous of my time. I've got my email there. You can always email me. And my office hours are Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Okay. Now, regardless of the class that you're taking, you're going to be listening to the course orientation. Now, the first thing you should do is you're going to go to the Start Here tab, which is what you're looking at, and then you have a whole bunch of folders down here. Okay. I am not going to go in detail over the information on the folders. I'm going to let you all do that on your own. Okay. It's just, you explore. This is just information about myself. Student responsibilities, all of this is included in your syllabus, okay? The textbook that you're going to be using, you are required to have Cengage Access. because that is where you complete all of your assignments, okay? So there's information here about the resources that you need, the materials that you need. You need a computer with reliable internet, okay? Not having a computer or not having internet is not a valid excuse for you not to complete your assignments, okay? So make sure that you have a computer, a calculator, and then of course speaker or headphones. That way you can listen to my lectures, okay? So you've got information about your textbooks, just general information that you all can navigate through on your own time. I'm not going to spend too much time on that. Then I've got your syllabus, okay? I've got the syllabus in Word document, in PDF document, and then I've got the Concourse syllabus, which is basically all three syllabus have the same information. You choose, okay? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the Concourse syllabus because that is what we are required to provide you, okay? Okay, here we go. There we go. So this is the syllabus, okay? I've got the meeting times, the core description, how to contact me. You can contact me through Blackboard messages, STC email, Pronto messaging. You can call or text. And then if you want, we can do a team or a Zoom meeting if requested, okay? You've got my contact information. I am Dr. Claudia Mercado. And then you've got my office hour information, my chair information. This is what we have to master in our course. We've got our course learning outcomes. Then you've got your course requirements, okay? Now, this is where I explain the assignments. And depending on the class that you're in, okay? Now, this is my syllabus for payroll and business tax accounting. You have to pull the one for your class, okay? But for this particular class, well, let me rephrase that. Regardless of the class that you're taking, this is how it's going to go down. You're going to have homework and you're going to have quizzes every week for every chapter that we're covering, okay? Students are going to have 2 attempts on their homework, 2 attempts on their quizzes. I always keep the highest grade earned. So if you try, let's say you complete homework number 1 for chapter 1 and you get a 50, okay? You can use the second try. And I tell my students, if you don't get a 70% or better, please use the second attempt, okay? It's going to help you practice. So you use the second attempt and you get an 80. I will keep the highest grade. Always keep the highest grade, okay? Now for your homeworks, you can take as long as you want completing them. They're not timed. You can save your work and you can resume them later. Your quizzes are timed. Your quizzes are 60 minutes, an hour. You have an hour to complete your quiz. You also have 2 tries and I keep the highest grade, okay? Exams are also provided in Cengage. Exams, you also have 2 tries. You also keep the highest grade that you earn. For the tests, I usually give my students 180 minutes, which is 3 hours to complete your test. And I also encourage all of my students that if you do not get a 70% or better, you use the second attempt to try to improve your grade. Hey guys, I'm giving you 2 tries. If you don't do well on the first one, use the second one to try to see if you can do a little bit better, okay? In this particular class, we're going to have a project depending on the class. Like I said, read your syllabus, and that way you know exactly what is it that you have to complete, okay? You always have to read your chapters before you begin working on your assignments, okay? So just read through all of this information carefully. I also provide the assignment grading point system. Regardless of the class that you're in, I grade based on a 1,000 point scale system. Of course, every class is structured differently, but at the end of the day, all of my classes are 1,000 points. And I give you a breakdown by week, by chapter of how many points each of the assignments are worth. So for this specific class, which is my payroll class, you can see here that it depends the assignments that you're completing. Some of them are worth 16 points, 35 points. Your tests are worth a lot. Your project is worth a lot. So that way you can know, okay, I encourage all of my students to complete all of your assignments, okay? Because you need to practice, you do your homework, do your quizzes to help prepare you for your exams, okay? If you do not complete your homework and your quizzes, you're not going to have any study material for when test time comes, okay? You've got information about your textbook. You've got the instructor expectations. Something important here is if I do identify that you are cheating, you will be reported to the Office of Admissions and you will be expelled, okay? So please, You need to learn, if you're going to be working in accounting, you need to learn this stuff, okay? You can't be cheating in the workforce, okay? You're only cheating yourself. I don't mind you creating studying groups. I don't mind you helping each other out, but you need to master the content. So if I find out that you have another student doing your test for you or doing your assignments for you, and I can prove it, there will be consequences, okay? Please work on the assignments on your own. If for whatever reason you need to withdraw from my course, that is the student's responsibility to do. I do not drop students. So if you need to drop the class, that is on you. You need to complete the withdrawal process with the Office of Admissions and Record. Okay. Then you've got your topic outline, which is basically a week by week breakdown of what we're going to complete. From a student's perspective, what I want to do is I want to go through the list and complete everything on my syllabus, okay? So you're going to, like for example, for week 1, you're going to become familiar with the course requirements. You're going to create your account in Cengage. Then you're going to process your Cengage Now tutorial. And then you begin with chapter 1 and then with chapter 2, okay? These are all of the assignments that you have to complete for the week, okay? Your Cengage tutorial, chapter 1 homework, chapter 1 quiz, chapter 2 homework, chapter 2 quiz, okay? My classes start on a Monday and they end on a Sunday, okay? Even though that I make my assignments available for the whole 7 days, I do want to encourage students to work on the assignments during the week, okay? Why? Because I'm not available on the weekend to help you. I'm only available, my office hours are Monday through Thursday, okay? I do not guarantee that if you send me an email on Saturday or Sunday, I'm going to answer, okay? Because that is my time, that's my weekend, okay? I might log in and answer a question, but I might not. So if you want to ensure that I respond to you, please get with me during the week, okay? That way I can be able to timely respond to your inquiries, okay? If you leave it for Sunday, you might have questions. I might not be available. Maybe I'm not in town. Maybe I'm busy, okay? So just keep that in mind, okay? Yes, the assignments are available 7 days, but I'm not available 7 days, okay? So make sure that you mark down all of the assignments as you're completing them. That way you make sure that you complete everything that you have to do for the week. And remember, they close on Sunday at 11 p.m., okay? So you're going to go through each of the weeks and just read over the information and complete the items that are being requested of you for that specific week, okay? So that's what's going to happen. That's the layout for the semester, okay? Then we've got all of these policies. If you have any kind of disability, please make sure that you contact, the Office of Disability. That way they can give me your information so I can accommodate your special needs. If you're a veteran, if you're pregnant, whatever the case might be, just make sure that you read your specific sections, communicate with me. That way I know if I need to do any accommodations based on your needs, okay? Some additional items that I have here is the best way to communicate with me is through Blackboard messages. The estimated time it takes me to respond to Blackboard messages. I usually check my Blackboard messages and my emails and my Pronto messages and my text messages daily. I respond within 24 hours, but I do not monitor my emails during the weekend. Okay. Therefore, any emails or any kind of correspondence received after 5 p.m. on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or a college observed holiday will not be responded until the next available day. Okay. So it's very important that you get with me during the week. Okay. If I email a student, I have the same expectations that they respond to me promptly. Okay. The technology requirements, of course, you need to know how to use a computer. You need to have access to internet. You have to have some general idea of how to use Blackboard. There is a course orientation on how to use Blackboard for if you're a first-time student. So that's basically it. And then, of course, I provide you with a tutorial week number 1 on how to use Cengage, which is what we're going to be learning using in my class. Okay. And that's basically it. Read through this. It's a lot of information on your syllabus. I don't want to take too much of your time covering this. Your syllabus is available. All of the information is provided within the actual Blackboard itself as well. That way you know exactly what needs to happen. I don't want to hear, well, miss, I didn't know I needed to do that. Because it's everywhere. It's on your syllabus. It's on Blackboard. I post announcements every week. I make the information available. It's up to you to keep up with the information, okay? So please go over all of the information under the Start Here tab. We've got another tab for technical resources and support. If you need Blackboard help, there's a chat, different departments that you need to contact. If you need to do a browser check, all of that is available, okay? Once you have gone through all of the information under the Start Here tab, okay, you can begin working on your assignments. Now, you cannot work on your assignments until you have created an account in Cengage, okay? Now, Cengage is a learning platform that allows us to create your homeworks, your quizzes, and your tests, okay? It's a separate software per se, okay? It's a platform that we use for that. Now, Cengage offers what they have, or what they call Cengage Unlimited. What that means is, for a fixed price per semester, you are able to have access to all of the resources for all of their disciplines for a fixed price of $119.99, okay? That's for one semester. So if you're taking 2, 3, 4 classes and all of your instructors use Cengage, all you have to pay is $119, and that gives you access to everything, okay? There's different pricing options available for you depending on what is it that you want to purchase, but that is what we're going to be using, okay? Now, whenever you see this little image of like a circular blue thing going on here, what that is, that means that that link is going to take you to Cengage, okay? So whenever you see anything that looks like this, if you click on it, it's going to take you out of Blackboard and into Cengage, okay? And we'll go through that right now, okay? So once you review all of this information, then you can go to your course content. That is where you're going to find your weekly folders, okay? So I'm going to start with week number 1, okay? Week number 1. Okay, if you click on week number 1, you're going to have an overview of the chapters that we're covering, the objectives that we're going to meet, okay? Then you're going to have your PowerPoint presentations that you need to download so you can review. I'm telling you here that you need to read chapter 1 and chapter 2, and then you're going to review these PowerPoints. So I'm telling you exactly what you need to do. Please read, download the PowerPoints. Once you're done with reading and reviewing the PowerPoints, then you can begin working on your assignments. These are the assignments that need to be completed for week number 1. You've got your tutorial, Chapter 1 quiz, Chapter 1 homework, Chapter 2 quiz, Chapter 2 homework. I'm telling you that all of the assignments for week 1 need to be completed by June the 13th, okay? So this is what you need to complete, okay? Now below that, you're going to find a whole bunch of videos that I have created for you. These are my videos. You're going to be listening to my voice, okay? And if you see here, for example, Chapter 1 for this particular course is more terminology based, okay? There's no problem solving in Chapter 1. So what I do for Chapter 1 is I provide an overview, okay? If you do watch video, then you can start playing the video, okay?
Hello students, welcome to Accounting 13.
So you listen to the videos. The videos are there. Just watch the video and you can make it big. You see, you can make it big. It has closed caption.
Hello students, welcome to Accounting 1329, Payroll and Business Tax Accounting. My name is Dr. Mercado and I am going to be your instructor.
Okay. Now, when you make the screen big, it gets a little bit fuzzy at the beginning. It takes about a minute or 2 for it to clear out. So just be patient, okay? But all of these videos are in YouTube. I download them here. So I've got all of the videos. Chapter 1 is terminology. Then in Chapter 2, we begin with actual problem solving. So I'm telling you here that this video will explain how to complete exercise 2.4 and 2.6. This video here is going to help you how to explain exercise 2.8 and 2.9. This video is going to help you how to complete problem 2.10, okay? 2.17. So that way, if you're working on a specific problem, this is how you identify the problem that you want to work on, okay? I don't go through all of the problems. I go through some of the problems. The most important problems I try to cover, okay? So I've done some lectures here for you. That way you can listen to them. And then below that, you've got links to all of your assignments. So if you click on this link, it will take you to Cengage where you need to either read the chapter. If it says reading, it means that you need to go and read the chapter. And then these are all of your assignments. That way you can complete your homework, your quizzes, whatever the case might be. So you just come down here and you say, well, today I'm going to work on my chapter 1 homework. You click on it and it takes you to Cengage. Okay? This is how you're going to access Cengage through Blackboard. You have to log into Blackboard, go to the specific assignment, click on it, and then it will open. And I will demonstrate that in a bit. Okay? So, course content. This is where you get your weekly folder and all of the information is included every week, okay? Every week a new folder is going to pop up with new information and then you complete your assignments for the week, okay? If you ever have any questions about, finding the information, just let me know. We will not have any discussions in my class for the summer. It's such a short period. I don't have discussions. I will be posting announcements. I usually post announcements every Monday morning, reminding students of what needs to happen for that week. So you will be having some announcements posted. Blackboard messages, that's important. If you want to communicate with me, you can just create a message. Either you can communicate with me or you can communicate with your classmates, okay? You just select the name of the person that you want to communicate with me with move the arrow over to the recipients and then you can type your message, whatever the case might be, and you type right here and then you send, okay, you submit, and then either myself or any of your classmates will get those messages. This is the preferred method of communication with me. Why? Because I know what class you're in. And I get alerted that a student sent me a Blackboard message, okay? If you want to send me a regular email, I'm fine with that as well. But if you do send me a regular email, please include your full name and the class that you're in, okay? Because sometimes it becomes difficult for me to figure out, okay, where is the student from? Or, on the message, your email is a weird, name. You don't include your name nowhere and the email. I have no idea who you are. So just make sure that you include your full name and the class that you're in on all of your correspondence with me, okay? So this is the preferred method, Blackboard messages, but if you want to email me, you can do. If you use a Blackboard messages, you don't have to include your name because it will automatically populate for me, okay? You're gonna have an online chat that you can also use, which is Pronto messaging. Okay. Right now it's down because they're working on upgrades, but once the semester begins, you can use the online chat and you can chat with me or with your classmates as well. Okay. You also have your gradebook. Okay. Of course, right now we don't have anything because the semester has not started. But as you begin working on your assignments, the grades will populate. Now, you are going to be completing your assignments on Cengage, okay? What I've done is I've told the system, bring in the grades from Cengage to Blackboard. So whatever you do on Cengage will automatically, it'll take a couple of minutes, but it will populate down into Blackboard. So the grades will be transferred over to Blackboard because this is the gradebook that I actually use. I use the gradebook and Blackboard to calculate final grades, okay? And then we have this tab, Cengage Assignments and Resources, okay? Very important. All of these are links to Cengage. You can either access your assignments through the weekly module or you can just come through here and access your assignments. You've got access to the course, to the ebook. There's a companion site. There's a student's dashboard. If you're having issues with Cengage to where you can't view an assignment or it's kicking you out or whatever the case might be, you can contact Cengage Technical Support and they can assist you, okay? Then you've got all of your reading material and then all of your assignments, okay? So this is available for you. That way you can easily access all of the necessary tools and resources from Cengage, okay? So now let's get ready to go to Cengage where we're actually going to complete the assignments. Now, I don't know if this is going to work because I am the instructor and I did create the actual class, but let me see if it works. I do want to show you how to create your account. Like I said, I don't know if it will let me because I have a instructor account already set up. But what you're going to do to create your account or to access my class, okay, pay close attention, is you are going to go to the link that says Summer 2021 and then your class, okay? That is under the Start Here information. That's the only link available. You're going to click on it, okay? That is going to take you out of Blackboard and into Cengage, okay? Now, it'll take a while, and you only have to, create an account once. Once you create an account in Cengage, then the system will automatically know it's you, and it'll automatically take you to my course. Only the first time do you have to create an account. Now, it's telling you here that I have selected the specific textbook. If you purchase your access code in the bookstore, because you can buy it at the bookstore, it's like a little piece of paper with a code. You can enter it right here, and that will give you access to my class. If not, you click continue, okay? Now, Cengage gives you a free 7-day trial period. That way you have 7 days of free access to Cengage while you get your financial aid or whatever, or whenever you get paid, okay? Now, the price seems to have gotten let's see. No, it's still $119. Yes, very good. Okay. So you've got several options here. The best price is the Cengage Unlimited, and it gives you access to everything. Okay. So for a 4-month access, it's $119.99. You want to start the free trial, or if you want to buy it, you can buy it now. Okay. So I'm going to start the free trial. Let me see if it lets me. Okay. Now it's going to ask you for your information here, okay? And I'm not gonna enter it because I've already have an account set up, okay? But you're gonna enter your name, your address, your city, all of this information, and then it's going to ask you for your payment information, okay? Your credit card information, and you're not gonna get billed until after the 7 days, okay? So you enter your card information, your expiration, and all of this good stuff. Or you can pay with PayPal, and then you can start your trial. You must enter this information to begin your trial, okay? So it says here after the 7 days, so you get 7 days for free, your credit card will be charged, okay? Unless you cancel by visiting my subscriptions page accessible from your dashboard, okay? So it tells you here, once you pay for it, you will have access until September the 24th for this specific purchase, okay? It's $119.99. So once you enter your information, you can start your trial, okay? That is how you're going to create or pay for your subscription, okay? You only do this once. Once you've done this, then it will never pop up. It'll take you directly to your class, okay? So just make sure that you do all of this. And if you have any questions when you're doing this, Cengage does have an awesome support team. You can always contact support as well, okay? Now, let me exit the preview. And let me take you, well, maybe, yeah, because I can't access it as a student. Okay, now I'm going to show you Cengage, but it's a little bit different for me because I am an instructor. But what I want to show you will be the same for you. I've got a little bit more tabs than you, but overall, it's the same information. So what students are going to have 3 tabs, okay? They're going to have assignments, gradebook, and study tools, okay? Only those last 3. I'm the instructor. I've got course and users. Disregard those 2, okay? So let's start with the assignments, okay? The assignments are going to list all of the assignments that you need to complete for the semester, okay? All of the assignments that you need to complete, okay? Now, you have 2 types of assignments. You've got homeworks and you have quizzes that need to be completed every week. And then you've got your tests, okay? And your projects, okay? Now, let me select the homework, okay? And I'm going to preview it as a student, okay? So, it says here that you have your homework. You have 2 tries. You start the assignment, okay? Okay. The assignments are going to load. These are all of the problems that you need to complete for homework for chapter 3, okay? You've got the information here, and then you have to complete the different assignments, okay? Now, if you check down here, it says five more check my works are remaining. So you can check your work 5 times before you complete your assignment, okay? So now look at this one. This is a little bit shorter. The first one was very long. This is a little bit shorter, okay? Now, some of these problems have videos, not all of them. The first one didn't have a video, but the second one does. So it has a show me how video. Some of these have these, and they're awesome.
Exercise, we will learn to compute the FICA taxes withheld from employees under the
You see? So you've got a short video here that will help explain that specific problem that you're working on, okay? So you've got 3 tries, and I'm just going to enter whatever numbers. I don't even know what I'm entering, okay? Just to show you, okay? You enter your numbers, okay? And then you check your work. You see? I got all of them wrong, okay? So all of the information is incorrect, then I need to go back and I need to fix it, okay? And then it tells you you have 4 more check my works remaining, okay? And you make revisions, okay? And then you try it again, and then you check your work again until you get it right, okay? You only have 5 check my works available. Now, something very important. For your homework, you have check your works, okay? Why? Because I need for you to learn the content. I need for you to practice. I need for you to have that option of, you know what, oh, I tried this, it didn't work, I'm going to try that, it didn't work. For your homework, you have this feature available. For your test, you do not, okay? For your test, you will not have check my works available. For your test, I am expecting that you know how to complete the problem. There will be no check my works available, okay? Okay. So you're going to be doing the problem, okay? And then once you're done, you have options here. If you have a question about the problem, you can email the instructor. You can save and exit. So let's say you started working on your problems and you know what, you need to stop working on your homework because you have to make dinner, okay? So you save and you exit, okay? And then next time you open it, you can resume it. Once you're done with all of your problems, then you can submit the assignment for grading, and then that will give you a grade. Okay, that counts as 1 try. Okay, if you're not ready to submit, you haven't finished all of them, then you just save and exit. Okay, so you're gonna go through each of your homework problems. Some of them, like I said, have videos. If you are working on this problem and you don't remember what you need to do, there's an ebook. It takes you to the section that of the ebook that covers this specific material. That way you can refresh your memory. Okay. Let me see. So the ebook is loading. Okay. So you can read through the sections. On the ebook, you can print a certain number of pages. You've got the reader here. Okay.
Tax rates. The Social Security Act, as amended, imposes a separate tax on employees and...
You see? So if you don't want to read, you just click this little reader here and it will read to you, okay? And it'll highlight as it's reading. So if you feel that you don't want to read, or you're not very good at reading, you can just sit on your couch, or you sit in front of your computer or desktop or your laptop and just listen to the information being read to you by the reader, okay? So there's a lot of things that you can explore here on the ebook. That way you can obtain the necessary information to complete your homework problems. There's great information. So these are all of the assignments or the problems that you need to complete for this specific assignment. Some of them have the videos, others don't have the videos. Some of them have examples of how to complete it. That way you can use as guidance. And of course, I do have those videos that I uploaded in Blackboard as well, okay? So like I said, what I wanted to show you here were the videos that are available. Because this is homework, you have check your works, 5 check your works available. You can email me, you can save your work and exit, and then when you're ready to submit, you just submit the assignment for grading, okay? So navigate through there. You can print the item. I have students that print them, working out on paper, and then they go into the system and just enter the answer, whatever works for you, okay? So this is what your homeworks will look like, Okay, it lists all of the problem. They're all algorithmic based, so every student will have a different version of the problem. Okay, and then you can complete your assignment. Okay, the second tab we have is your gradebook. Okay, so obviously I don't have anything right now because I have not completed any assignments, but as you complete your assignments, the gradebook will start populating. Then we have our study tools. Okay, on your study tools, you have an adaptive study plan. If you want to do extra studying, you've got extra material that you can study here by chapter. Okay, so that's available. You've got different study tools as well. You've got Excel templates, PowerPoints, tax tables, anything of that nature. That's available. Then you've got the ebook. Okay, this is where you can access the ebook, the entire ebook. You want to read chapter 1, you go to chapter 1, and then you just start reading, and then you navigate with these big arrows, either moving forward or moving back. Okay, so, and then you've got your table of contents here. If you know that you're looking for information about the Fair Labor Standards Act, you go there, it takes you there. Okay, so it's just a matter of playing with it. You're not going to break it. Go into the system, play with it, navigate the information. There's a lot of things that you can do. You can take notes. You've got the full book. You've got the speaker. You've got the glossary for all of the words that cover chapters. You've got flashcards that can help you study. Okay, so income tax, and then you flip the card and it gives you the definition. Okay, there's just a lot of resources. Okay, now let me go back to the assignment. So I showed you what a homework looks like. Let me show you what the quiz looks like. Okay, a quiz is very similar, but it is timed. Okay, so you're gonna get the number of questions that you have. You complete it. Some of these questions are fill in the blanks. Others are multiple choice. Let me see, do we have any? Yeah, multiple choice. Okay, so you've got multiple choice, fill in the blank questions. For this ones, you cannot check your work. It's just you have one try and that's it. So before you take your quiz, you should have read the chapter. Okay, so that way you know what is it that you need to, the information that you need to know. Okay, so you select your answer, and then you only have an option. You have 60 minutes to complete all of the questions. And once you're done, you submit the test for grading, and it automatically gives you your grade. Okay. Remember, if you don't get a 70% or better on your first try, I highly encourage that all students use the second attempt to try to improve. Okay. So this is what the quiz looks like. It's very basic. Like I said, it's fill in the blank questions or multiple choice questions. Okay. The homework is more problem solving based. Okay, so that is what happens in Cengage. Okay, how do I access Cengage again? You go in, for example, for your content folder, you're going to go in week number 1. You're going to click on it. Okay, you're going to go through all of the information on your folder, listen to my videos, and then I want to do my chapter 1 homework. I just click on the link, and it will take me to my chapter 1 homework. So the link will automatically take you to the assignment that you need to complete. And voila, you start the assignment. Okay? That is how you're going to be accessing my assignments, through all of these links that I provide. Like I said, anytime you see these circular blue things, that means that is something linked to Cengage. Once you click on it, it will take you to Cengage. Okay? So I know it's a lot of information. Please take time during week number 1 to become familiar with Blackboard, become familiar with Cengage, create your account in Cengage, and begin working on your assignments immediately. If you have any questions, concerns, any issues, please contact me as soon as possible week number 1 so we can get anything clarified and you can begin working on your assignments. Okay? Remember, the login information to Cengage is only required the first time that you log in. After that, the system will know it's you and you will automatically be redirected to Cengage. Okay, so that is how my course is structured. Like I said, and regardless of the class, this is my business tax accounting class. If I go to my introduction to accounting 1 class, same structure. Okay, the same information is included, but specific to the course that we are covering. Okay, Let me show you the syllabus here for this class in PDF format, which you can also print out. You've got your grading criteria. I forgot to go over this. This is very important. So I mentioned that I do grade in a 1,000 point scale. Depending on how many points you earn is the letter grade that you're going to be getting. So let's say that at the end of the semester you have 820 points. Because it's between 800 and 899, you're going to get a B. Okay, so you can track how many points you have and then what that translates to in a letter. Okay, in a grade letter. Okay, so read through all of your information on your syllabus. That way you are familiar with my expectations, what needs to happen, the number of attempts that you have for each of your assignments, the projects that you're going to be working on, so on and so forth, okay? Everything is on your syllabus. Read it and print it, okay? So as you can see, the structure is the same for either of my classes. If you go to your course content, you will also have 5 folders. If you click on it, once again, you'll have an overview. For example, this is Introduction to Accounting 1. They're covering 3 chapters, okay? Chapters 1, 2, and 3. And then you've got, I'm telling you to read the 3 chapters. These are the PowerPoints for the 3 chapters. This is what you need to complete. You've got all of the videos that I've included. And then you've got all of the links to the assignments that you need to do, okay? All of this. So as you can see, it's a lot of work that's going to be happening during the summer. Pace yourself, organize your time, okay? And do never feel that you're alone, okay? If you have any questions, I'm here, okay? Just message me, call me, text me, whatever it is, so I can be able to help you, okay? Communicate with me. I'm available, but do before you communicate with me, make sure that you've read, because I'm going to ask you questions. And if I feel that you're not able to answer my questions because you have not read the material, I'm going to have you go back and read. And once you've read and reviewed your PowerPoints, then I'm going to have you come back to me. You can't skip those steps. You have to read, review your PowerPoints, and then attempt your assignments, okay? Don't call me and say, well, miss, I am completely lost. Well, that's impossible, because the ebook does an extremely great quality of instruction by providing information in written format, providing examples, guidance. So, okay, maybe you're working out this problem and you don't know how to complete a specific section, but not understanding anything is not feasible. Okay, if you've read, there should be some information that you were able to retain or apply. Okay, so that is basically my introduction for the course. Like I said, welcome. I'm Dr. Mercado, and I am very happy to have you in Summer 1. Please feel free to contact me if you need any assistance. Please begin working on your assignments immediately. That way you do not fall behind. I'm available to assist you in anything I can. And let's have an awesome Summer 1. Okay? Stay safe, and until next time. Thank you.